Yes, yesterday we completed what?
Second diary.
Yes, the second diary entry. We did two diary entries, worksheet of two diary entries. Today we will do the third one. Open to page 63. The third one. What is the situation? Having enjoyed at Dalhousie for 1 week in the company of your friends, you have returned home. Tomorrow you have to attend school. Express your feelings in a diary entry in about 100 words. Okay? What does it mean? What does the situation say? You are going to Dalhousie with your friends and you have enjoyed a lot in the company of your friends. So what happened there? You have returned home after this trip. You need to write and the next day you have to report to school. Now you need to write a diary entry expressing your feelings. So what is the first thing you need to do?
Ma'am, day and date, ma'am.
Yes, day and date. Today the day and date will change. Yesterday we mentioned it as Thursday, 26th August. Today you need to mention it as, yes, the day and date will change. Friday. Friday, 27th August, 27, 20, 21. Then next what do you have?
Time.
Yes.
And time.
10 p.m.
10 a.m.
And what is the salutation?
Dear diary.
Yes.
Dear diary.
Dear diary. Yes. Can I put dear friend?
No, ma'am.
No. Yes. Now start writing fast.
Good morning, ma'am.
Why are you late? Huh?
Ma'am, because of network.
Simply give ratio of network, reason of network issue.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, please tell.
I have completed worksheet 4, worksheet 5 and 6. They've given you various situations. Read the situation, understand it and write a diary entry. Fine all of you?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, 3 completed.
Yes. The next 6 you're going to complete as your practice worksheet.
Ma'am, what is meaning of Dalhousie?
Huh?
Ma'am, what is meaning of Dalhousie?
Dalhousie is the name of a place.
Okay, ma'am.
They visited that place, Dalhousie, with his friends.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, shall I rub the pond? We'll begin with the next topic.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
How many of you are still writing?
Now finish.
What about the others?
Ma'am, mine also completed.
Okay. What about the others?
Ma'am, completed.
Completed?
Completed.
Huh?
Ma'am, total.
Completed? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, completed.
Yes, now we will move on to the next topic. What are we going to do in the next topic?
Verb.
Verb? No,
Sentences. Description.
not description. We will start letter writing. Open to page 76. The fourth topic, letter writing. Now you have your term one exams in the next month. You have your term one exams, right? Of 80 marks? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you will have your term one exams for 80 marks. You will have letter writing and diary entry. That is why I am doing letter writing now. Okay? You will have letter writing and diary entry for your term one exam. So we will
Ma'am,
start.
when is for diary, ma'am?
Huh?
Ma'am, how many marks for diary, ma'am?
5 and 5. Either I will give 4 marks or 5 marks.
Ma'am, page
4 marks for diary entry.
number.
Listen. 4 marks for diary entry, 4 marks for letter writing. Is it clear? Okay. Now we will start with a new topic, letter writing. Open to page 76.
Ma'am, formal report on exam. Ma'am, in exam, you can one more official.
That we will see when how much we complete. Open to page 76. Write today's date. What is the date today? Yes. So we will begin. You can't see the board, it's not. What is the letter writing? Whom do you write a letter to?
Office, family, office,
Yes. Okay. Has anyone written any letter? Has anyone written any letter? You are saying you write it to your friends, you write it to your parents, or you write it to your neighbor, your cousins, your principal. Have you written any time any letter? To whom? Naveen, to whom have you written? Neighbor. What did you write? How are you? What did you write? Okay. Why do we write a letter? Hmm? One of you speak. I said one of you speak. Okay. Okay. Then you can share your feelings even on a telephone, right? You have your phone, you can just dial someone's number and talk to them and share your feelings. Now what happens during yes? Yes, giving an important message. Okay. Now why do we need to write or have a letter writing? Now during the olden days we did not have any much of technology. Okay, we did not have telephones, there were no internet, yes, so there were no mobiles or anything as such wherein you could pass the message. So in olden days, what did people used to do? They used to write letters, they used to send telegrams. Now, what happened if they had taken this letters as a way of communication. Okay, so if they had to know, like I have my relatives somewhere outside who is very far from me, and I don't have any. conversation, or I don't have any news about them, how they are, no information about how they are, what is happening, what has happened to whom, how are things going on. Why? Because during those times there were no telephones, there were no mobiles, no internet, nothing. But people used to share it because you are using with the help of telegrams, or they used to, even very olden days, they used to have these birds going and giving them the letters. Then they had these conversations of sending the letters. Okay, if I used to write a letter to my grandparents who are staying up, how are you, this, that, and all, I used to mention everything in my, now if I have an occasion at my place, or if it is my birthday party, or I have a marriage function. So what I do, how should I inform my relatives? How can I tell them? How can I invite them? So what they used to do? They used to write a letter. Now once the letter is gone, to whom, to the sender or the receiver, what happens? They read the letter and yes, they get to know, yes, there is something in the house and this is an invitation. So what they do, if they want to, they can reply back to your letter. So they also will write a letter and reply it back. So this is called as letter writing. Nowadays, nobody writes letter. These days, nobody writes letter. Why? Because you are in constant touch with all your family. You're in constant touch with your relatives. You're in constant touch with your friends. Now, since you all are at home, what is happening? How you all are messaging? How you all are getting in touch or connected with your friends? Yes, through your mobile. Just one click, you send a message. Now everyone has a smartphone. Most of you are sitting in front of the phone for the class. What is happening? Within just one message or just one dial, you are getting connected to the people, even those who are sitting abroad, who are miles and miles and miles far away from you. You get connected within no time. Within a short span of time, you just get connected. You can have your conversations, you can have your calls, you can have your video calls. But previously, these were not there in years back. Okay, then because these was not there, because people had to do something to converse with each other, they started letter writing, then they had telegrams. Okay, there was no email also during that time. So this was how the letter writing started. But it is not only because we can have a message, we can only have a conversation through phone. Now you have to take a leave. For example, you want to take a leave. What you need to do? You need to give a letter. You have to give a leave letter. For that also it is used. Now, for example, you want to go for a football tournament. For example, you have selected in a team, you want to go to a football tournament for 10 days. So what you need to do? You need to take a permission from the school saying that I won't be able to attend school for 10 days since I have my tournaments. I need to go to Bangalore. Now, you need to take a permission from the principal and from the teacher. So, what do you do? Will you message your principal?
No, ma'am.
You will call her up and tell? No, you cannot do that. There is a format of taking a permission. That is, you need to write a letter to the principal. So these are the ways. Now we will learn how to write a letter. Now, why is letter writing used? There are various ways of expressing one's ideas, thoughts, and emotions. Again, not only to have a conversation, you can also use, yes, because you need to have a conversation, you need to know peer, you need to know about the others. It is not only to know about the others, you need to talk to them. You need to give some information, you need to put in some ideas. So you write a letter. Communication by telephone, mobile may be faster, but it lacks the warmth of a letter. Now, what does it mean? You can talk over the phone. Okay, it may be very quick or very fast than writing a letter. But the love that you put in, the interest that you put in writing the letter, you have so much of warmth, you have so much of wishes. Once, if anyone writes a letter to you, when you read it, you feel, yes, it is so important. You feel so happy. The expression or the feeling that you get while reading a letter is completely different. See, you say, yes, people are still remembering me. People still want me. But in a phone, what happens? You just talk over the phone. it does not make that difference. It does not have that impact. You don't feel. Now what happens exactly? Usually what happens, you're talking on the phone, you just speak. But when a letter comes in, people different really feels that, see, I'm so important, this person is asking about me, he has remembered me, he is writing a letter to me. The warmth that you get, or the feeling that you get while reading a letter or writing a letter is completely different as you have it on phone. In fact, the best means of communication with people, our friends and relatives, is through a letter. A good letter has the quality of fostering lasting relations with near and dear ones. Means what? Why do we need to? What does the quality of a letter have? It shows how much of bond is there, how much of relationship you create with your near and dear ones. What happens if you completely, now you have your cousin or your auntie or uncle staying far away and you completely have no touch with them? What happens? You have no bonding, there is no strong bond, or there is no strong relationship between you or your uncle and your cousins. Why? Because there is no conversation, there is no writing of letters. You also don't ask them how they are, they also don't ask you how they are. What happens here? There is no relationship between two people. The letter has a personal touch if written by hand, since each handwriting is unique in character, expressing the personality of a writer. Now, for what is a letter written? It is used to share thoughts and feelings, to discuss on an important issue, to convey some message or information, to express opinion or a burning issue. Now, why do you write a letter? Now, even if you have to take a permission from somewhere, if you have to build a house, or if you have to make a gutter in front of your house, whether you have to build anything, you need to take a permission. That is, you need to have a letter. You need to draft a letter. You need to give a letter in the office stating that I want to build a house. Suddenly you come up, yes, morning you wake up and you say, I want to build a house. You can build, but what happens? If people get to know that you are building without permission, they will again all break it down. So, to get a permission, if you want to build a house or if you want to do something, even if you want to renovate is you want to build a new house, you want to break down your house and make a new one. For that also you need a permission. You want to have a extra pipeline, that is water, you want to have an extra line of water at your place, you need to take a permission. So what are the letters used for? To share thoughts and feelings, to discuss an important issue, to convey a message or information, to express opinion on burning issue. Express opinion on burning issue means what? Any important event or any important issue is going on. Now you have this corona. It is a very important issue, it's a very burning issue because all the people are talking about it. Then you have this something going, what is the war going on between now? Are you aware? There is something going on. People are being killed. Where? People are being killed. It is a burning issue now. Huh? Yes, Taliban's. Okay, the Afghanistan, it is a burning issue. What are the things that happen in Afghanistan? Yes, the Taliban's are killing the people of Afghanistan. They are not letting them go out. They are not letting them move freely. So that is a burning issue. Burning issue, it is spread throughout the world. People are talking about it. So that is called as an information of a burning issue. Okay, so for such things you can write or a letter is written. Now, the first one in letter writing you have informal letter and formal letters. Okay, in letter writing you have informal and formal letter. Now, the first one, what are we going to learn is writing an informal letter. Now, to whom is this informal letter written? Letters to parents, relatives, and friends are informal in style. Now, to whom are this written? Informal letters are written to parents, relatives,
Friends.
and friends. If you have to write a letter to your parents, your relatives, or your friends, you write an informal letter. That is, it has a different style of writing. Now, what is that? You will see. Through these letters, we share our personal thoughts and experiences, give invitation, make requests, apologize, send our congratulations, give or seek an inquiry. Now, what does this informal letter have? What should be included here? An informal letter should include through the letters, what can we share? We can share our personal thoughts. If you're writing a letter to your parents, you can share what is going on in your life. Now, supposing you are in a boarding or you're staying far away from them, your parents are somewhere else, or your father is somewhere outside. So, what do? You can share your personal thoughts. Then, you can also share some experience, give invitations. If you have to invite them, you need to invite in a informal letter. If you have to make a request, if you're requesting them for something, if you're requesting them, you want something, you can put it in an informal letter. If you want to apologize, what is apologize? Apologizes?
Mom is did not have been
Yes. Apologize is to say sorry. Now, for example, you have not done well in your exam, you have not scored well. So, while writing, so you need to inform your parents that you have not done well or you have not got good marks. So, in that, you can apologize in an informal letter. You can say a sorry if you are writing letter to your parents. Dear parents, I apologize you for, I just want to tell you that since I did not study during my exam, I did not score well and I have got less marks. I apologize. So, apologize. That means to say sorry, you say it to your parents in an informal way. That is an informal letter, you use the word apologize. Then, send congratulations. What is congratulations? Send congratulations means what?
congratulate them.
Yes, to congratulate if your cousin brother or your cousin sister has become the best boy or the best girl of the school, okay, or they have won medals in an for a state level or a national level. You are writing a letter to your cousin brother or your sister or your friend. If you're writing a letter to your friend, you can write, dear friend, I heard that you have participated in the swimming competition and you have won the second place in the state level. So, a hearty congratulations from me and my family.
Ma'am,
Yes.
please.
Huh?
Ma'am, please.
Okay, so you can write a congratulations also. You can use this word as congratulations in your letters also. Give or seek inquiry if you have to give some information or if you want to know something from them also, you can put it in an informal way. So these are the points that you need to include in your informal
Yes,
way of
ma'am.
writing. So informal letters are written to parents, relatives and friends. What all can you include? You can include your personal thoughts and experience, give invitation, make request, apologize, send congratulations, give or seek an inquiry. So this is about informal letter. Tomorrow's class we will see what is the format of an informal letter. What is the format of an informal letter? How we should write it. What are the guidelines to be followed while writing an informal letter? Fine, all of you? Till then, I want you to read the drafting of an informal letter on page 76. Clear, everyone? I will again repeat. I will again